Come on. All right, we ready.
Okay. Let's talk about that then. The energy thing. You encounter so many different people. So how can you decide who you vibe with? What's that energy that you pick out from
Um,
people?
I go off of energy, and I guess everything in your body is a muscle,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe that the more that you work that muscle, the stronger that muscle becomes.
Mm-hmm.
Such as with reading, I read a lot, and I'm good at reading. Such as music, I make music a lot. I'm good at music. So I've always been able to feel energy.
Okay.
People project energy. If someone hugs you at a funeral, and I give great hugs, by the way, someone in the room can attest to that. But when you give someone a hug, they feel better. You
Mm-hmm.
projected energy to that person. So when you walk in a room, you can feel when it's tension, with no
Oh,
one saying a
definitely.
word. You picked up on the energy. And it's the same thing with good energy. And a lot of times, an individual might pick up on energy and they might not go with that energy that they felt.
Mm-hmm.
They might not say, well, that person has bad energy for fear of being judgmental. But
Okay.
you know what you felt.
Yeah,
So I don't
definitely.
have to be ugly to that individual or anything like that. I'll just, okay, that's good. I'm gonna speak and keep, excuse me. I'm gonna speak and keep it moving.
Okay.
But I know this might sound crazy, but I can see energy.
Okay.
I could see it. When I walk in a room, I know who is who I'm gonna deal with. That's
Mm-hmm.
how I sent for you. I
Yeah.
knew.
What was the
Well, from the
energy
moment I
that gave
touched
you?
you, I knew.
Mm-hmm.
I knew you was good people.
Okay.
You hear me? That's why I don't really shake hands. I might do like I did do like that. I shook
Yeah.
your hand.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna touch. I don't want that energy. Not in a
Okay.
bad way. So it's just the type of individual I've been. Now I have fought against it. And
Really?
I've been like, man, no, that's not the truth. And I've always put myself in predicaments that I did not care for or
Mm-hmm.
care to be in. So
Okay.
I started trusting my body. I started trusting myself. I started trusting my mind, my body, and I guess, whatever elements, contribute to me feeling the way I feel. So, and since I've done that, I've only been home close to 17, 18 months, and I'm here. And there's other individuals that have been doing it forever, and they're not here right now.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
So I mean, you said something interesting earlier. How people don't even know you went to school and you have all these degrees. So let's talk a little bit on that because I think I'm
Um.
interested.
I guess so to say at 16, 17, I took 16 really. I took the ACT. I scored a 31 on the ACT. And I mean I didn't really consider it me being smart,
Okay.
but I noticed that most street-oriented individuals or individuals that say they from the streets, you know, these are the most intelligent individuals you ever want to meet.
Okay.
Ever want to meet. I mean, you go to the penitentiary, these are some of the most intelligent individuals in America walking
Mm-hmm.
around the penitentiary. I mean, it's just, and I know that a lot of times they be like, dumb it down, dumb it down, dumb it down. And I'm like,
Why
man,
is that? Why do they say dumb
I
it down?
don't know. I
Okay.
don't know. I don't know. But sometimes I like being simple. I mean, I feel like simplicity is is sometimes the most beautiful form, the most
Yes.
accepted form.
Mm-hmm.
The way I dress, simple,
Yeah.
gangster. I mean, that's just, I like to do simple things. I don't like to be too busy.
Mm-hmm.
But it's sometimes I want to show that depth. I want to exhibit that
Yeah.
depth that I have. So, it's different. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But I don't know why it's looked at like that. But I'm not that individual.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not afraid of my intelligence. This is who I am. You know what I'm saying? They got other individuals that may be. But like I say, anytime I wanted to know something,
Mm-hmm.
I go read it. I go read about it. I go look it up. I'm never going to get an opinion from anyone else because I've come up under a lot of individuals that may have did a lot of the wrong things with the right
Mm-hmm.
intentions. So what they told me may have not always been the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
I got out of
understand.
going, I got out of looking up, asking people, because people are humans. They're entitled to make mistakes. So I don't
That's the
allow,
only way you can learn
yeah,
sometimes.
I
Yeah.
don't allow myself to have expectations for anyone. That's one thing I pride myself on. If you say something, well, I'm gonna have to see it to believe it,
Mm-hmm.
because if I have expectations, I set myself up for disappointment. I never, You know,
That's
it
very
is. It
true.
just is what it is with me.
Yeah.
After this interview, I don't know if you gonna go flip my words around. I really
No,
don't. Not saying that
yeah.
you aren't.
But that's how society is sometimes,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm very careful with interviews. I don't even like being known as a
Interviewer.
media, because when you hear media, you think, oh, they're about to put some shit up for numbers or twist things around just to get the views or make it news. But I like talking about the real stuff, because some people who don't know you might just think, okay, he's all music and that's all he knows. So I like to dig like deeper into
Yeah.
that.
I've been incarcerated a few times. This last time I was incarcerated close to 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
almost 3 years. I had a small buzz in Louisiana before being incarcerated. After being reinserted into society, I really decided to take music serious. I didn't take it serious before being incarcerated. It was just
So,
it was more a journal. It
yeah.
was more something that I did, you know. I
Okay.
do whatever I was doing in the streets, go knock out 2, 3 songs, and then go back to doing what I was doing in the streets. But upon being reinserted, when I saw how many people really was like, man, we love him, we love his music, Well, they say absence makes the heart grow fonder, but I didn't know it was gonna be to this extent.
Okay.
And I had other vices that allowed me to express myself,
Okay.
then. So now my only vices, the game kind of close itself in on you. The walls get small, after a while. So my only form of venting now is tattoos.
Okay.
That's therapeutic to me. When I undergo the pain of the needle, the pain of reality, it's an escape.
Yeah.
I use that as an escape from the pain of reality. And my therapy is whenever I have a situation, which I'm offensive. I offend a lot of people because I say names and events and everything. But, this is music. It's therapy. I'm talking to the mic. So, so this is who I'm talking to. I mean, this is my therapy. Anything that I would say to a shrink, a psychiatrist, I say it to the music. So that, I don't have to have someone sit on the couch and tell me, well, Kevin, because I have my master's in psychology. If you want to be all the way 100 with it, psychology is psychology is a great area. It's characteristics categorized by other characteristics exhibited by other individuals, and the predecessors gave a name for it. Well, he might be bipolar, and he suffers from. It's a gray area.
Yeah.
You don't know what the fuck going on with nobody. Even a reality show. How can it be a reality show? As soon as the cameras come on, that's when everybody start acting. You know what I'm saying? So excuse me again. I'm just not, I don't know. I'm not materialistic. I really get off on the intangible. I really love the intangible. I love scenery. I love things that can't be created by man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I suffer from things, unspeakable things that I don't even speak about. I suffer from this. I suffer from depression. It's a hurting feeling when the people that you had died for, you find out that they wasn't really, who you thought they were. And I gotta be careful because I love hard. That's why I stay away from people. If I love you, I'm gonna give you my all.
Yeah.
Relationships, they only last 90 days. And that's with any woman. I go that extra length. We in the car, I'm rubbing her feet while we driving. I'm reading her books while we in the bed. I don't watch TV. I don't watch YouTube. The TV never on in my house. When I got a woman over there, I'm into her. You hear me? So I make a lot of music about being in love. You hear me? I never had that coming up. My grandmother was like my mother. My mama was like my sister. Not in a bad way. My mother, she needed to be loved. So she, I couldn't give her what she needed. You hear me? So I used to be like, why you not here? And da 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 da. I had a grudge. I held resentment toward my mother for a long time until I grew old enough to realize, no, she was a human. She had me at a young age, so it was things that she needed that her children weren't able to give her. So, I understand that. We talk every now and then, but I understand that she needed to be loved. You know what I'm saying? I might call my girl, man, babe, what's happening? I need to be held. No sex, no nothing. I just need to be held. I don't like sleeping alone. And this, I'm being honest with you right now. This is an interview. The shit I'm giving you,
No,
no one else
it's
has.
real.
No one else has this. I'm telling you right now. Ain't nobody else. You can ask Cooley. He had every interview with the camera off. Ain't nobody else got this interview that I'm giving you right now.
No, and I
But yeah,
appreciate
Nicholas
that,
Sparks. That's one of my favorite authors. He wrote the Notebook.
I love that
the movie, The Notebook.
So.
What I love about it was, dude said in a book, he was like, there will be no monuments left after me when I'm gone of this, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I love the woman with all my heart. You know, that's the greatest thing I ever did.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, in the streets, you know, I ain't never grind. You know, me and my cousin, look, we do a lot of talking. That's like, if you want to know who's me,
Mm-hmm.
he's an identical reflection of me. We talk all the time, so I gotta say his name. Me and my cousin, look, we talk all the time. All we ever wanted in the game was a family. We never had that. We both lived with our grandmothers. We wanted a family. You know, when I was at school and I see kids running around, they had families.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm like, Mama, when I'm coming to live with, you know, she had ended up getting married.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a man and I stand up for what I believe in, and when you stand up for what you believe in, you accept whatever consequences come behind it.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the streets. I was doing the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, in jail, I accept jail. I'm okay with that. What I don't accept is when an individual do something and I guess the consequences weren't realistic to you. That's why I tell people reality is the scariest thing. Reality is the scariest thing on earth. And I take responsibility for my actions. I can't, if the burden is on me, I'm not going to give you that burden. And that's the type of love that I have for the individuals around me. That's why I come, you know, I also have the name Luca Brasi. People call me that because he was the enforcer. He was the protector for the Corleone family. And I'm a protector for the people that I feel is my family. I don't have any security guards or anything. I have that little white guy with me all the time. Cool it, breadwinner, cool it. And, you know, I got somebody else with me right now, and that's just what it is. I'm not going to say her name because I wouldn't want her significant other to feel some type of way. But that's how that, you know.
I mean, just sitting here for even just that little 5 minutes, I can tell you have a very big heart, like, for people. So what is your take on, you said that you've been betrayed before, but it seems like you put yourself in the other people's situations to
I was
understand.
in a car with somebody that threw drugs in my lap when I was little and told me take my lick. I came home and didn't kill him. I love him too much still to this day. I was in the game, you know, I was supposed to stand over him and send him. I really was. But I did not do that because I love him. I don't know anybody else tell me, yeah, whatever. Like I said, if I love you, I could never wish no harm on you. I done been told on and everything. But I love these people. It was the people that cut me the most. I still love them. I don't wish any harm on them. There's individuals that say things about me, you know. But how could I respond? I love you. You know what I'm saying? When I love you, I can't turn it off. Now, I tell the truth. I talk about the things that you did to hurt me. But I love you. Now, I will talk about it on music. I talk about the things that you said that, the things that you may have done me as an individual to hurt me.
And you're not doing it to hurt them. It's just your way of therapy.
It's my way of venting.
Yeah.
It's my therapy. You know, I don't think about who's hearing my music. I don't know how hot I am. I don't know how famous I am. I don't know what success I reach because I only go to the studio and to the gas stations. Every now and then, I mean, you know, out here in Cali, you know, somebody might want to take a picture at a gas station, but that's one or two people. I never at the club, the hottest clubs in L.A. I've never been to. I've been to like one club out here for somebody else, and it really wasn't my scene. You know, because it's not in a bad way, because when I'm in there, you know, everybody else having a good time. I'm in there making sure my people are straight. I sometimes I feel like I'm fucked up. It's like, you know, I love the things. It's like the things that hurt me, I love the most. You know, we as individuals are like that, I guess. You know, we love the things that hurt us the most, you know, and that's me.
That's really.
You know what I mean? That's me. You know what I'm saying? You know what this is. You know what this was. You know, Snake told a frog, look, take me across the lake. He said, okay, if you promise not to bite me. He said, all right, halfway across the lake, you bit him. Now we both gonna die. But it was in my nature.
Yeah.
You know what this was.
You knew he was a snake.
Yeah,
so
you knew what it was. I know what it is. I know what you gonna do me. I already before it happened, but I still, like I say, I tell every woman that come around, look, I'm gonna tell you the truth about anything that go on with me. But just lie to me. I don't wanna know.
You don't want to know.
I want to live a lie, like the Matrix. I just want to live the lie.
Why is that? Why don't you want to?
For what? For what? I just want to live a lie. She my fly in town. We go get tested right quick, because I don't like to use rubbers. We gonna get tested. You been with me, yeah. And when you go back, then great. When you come back to me, get you tested again. Let's get it. Just tell me you've been being a saint, a Christian, or whatever religion that you subscribe to. I don't subscribe to a religion. I'm bigger than that. I believe I love the Creator, I love my neighbors, myself, and I love my enemies. Those are the 3 principles I live by. I'm just prefer to say that I subscribe to a higher power. I'm bigger than religion. I feel like if it's good, it works. No matter what. If you're into Buddhism, you meditate, you're into the Dalai Lama, you believe in the middle path, then that's what you believe in. You're a Christian, you subscribe, whatever, Jew, Muslim, whatever you are. I'm commanded to love you. If it doesn't work, then it's not good. But if it works, it's good. Okay. So I've met good people that subscribe to everything. And I'm just a fan of, I believe in positive energy. That's what I believe in.
Well, and I like that a lot, because I think, myself included, I think people don't realize how important energy is. Like, I remember one time someone was like, you can't let any negative energy into, it was a new apartment I moved into. They're like, don't let this person there, because it'll just ruin it forever.
It'll fuck everything up.
And
we'll talk more off mic, but yeah, I'm a firm believer in that. And the things that you're talking about, I can see those things. Like, I don't say that. People think, man, you crazy. So for fear of being looked at as insane or I'm hallucinating, and for fear of that, I really just keep quiet about a lot of things, but I have a gift. I say that. I've always had it. It's me.
Okay. Well, then the last thing I want to ask, because you're very knowledgeable, but if there was one thing you really learned about yourself through all your experiences, through the depression, everything, and you would give that piece of advice to everyone, what would that be, out of other things to me?
Things are only big as we allow them to be. Anything in life is only as big as you allow it to be. I believe that anything lost can be found again except for time wasted. I believe that. That means that a problem, I can let it be bigger than the world, but it's really not. It's only as big as I allow it to be. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thing. Oh yeah, and I never been too hard for myself. I feel like it's a time and a place for everything. So I meet so many people that, you like that even with your kids. Like, is that person like, it make me think, like, are you like that even with your, I got a little girl and I'm play with her, but if somebody get out of line, then I have to, transform into something else. I had to make a transition into a different individual, but, when everything is love, I like to, smile and, and things of that nature. I would rather be a good person, but it could flip quick. I feel like, man, live and let live, man. Peace and love, that's where I'm at.
Well, thank you for the conversation, not an interview, and I think that...
Positive energy, constant elevation.
Oh, yeah.
I wish that to everybody.
I know that everyone's going to take something away from that.
Yeah.
I'm glad that we were able to talk.
Yeah. I'm glad that we were able to talk to him. I fuck with you. I got different respect for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.